All right, we should be live. Thanks everyone for joining us and welcome to this month's Meet a Member. Tonight we're joined by Brendan and Taelyn. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
And Mark is joining us he is on the road, so thank you for being here. I know it's been a long day for you.
It's all good. It's worth it. I'm excited for this. These are two wonderful keepers, and I think it'd be great to tell people about them. So I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, I actually met you guys at the conference this year, and I wished I had more time to talk to you. So I'm really glad that we're doing this.
Yeah, us too. It's always fun and crazy. Too many people to talk to old friends, trying to meet new people.
And you guys drove to the conference this year, correct?
That was last year.
That was last.
Last year you drove. Okay. This year you smartened up and said we're flying.
Yep. It was a lot better this time.
Yeah,
so you're in Colorado, is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
We're kind of like a little southwest of Denver.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty central for the state.
Do you guys ski? I had to ask the question. Come on.
No.
I used to a long time ago.
No more?
No.
I've never been.
Never. Me neither. Water skiing, but never snow skiing.
I've been a couple times. My aunt and uncle were both ski instructors at Palisades near Truckee, Tahoe. So
very nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what you keep.
Well, I keep redfoots, spotted turtles, leopard tortoises, Remy's japonica. What else? Box turtles, three-toed box turtles specifically. And I think that's it, turtle and tortoise wise.
So for like the redfoots, do you have to bring them in the winter, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and the leopard tortoises as well, because it gets too cold out here.
Are you still using, I'm sorry, Wendy.
No,
Are you still
ahead.
using the grow tents for them in the winter?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Gigantic grow tent that they wander around in. And I also have my turtles in there too still.
So you got nice humidity going on in there as well. So that must help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. Very cool. And the spotted turtles, how many of those do you have these days?
Oh, I think I have like 8.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a bunch after the last 2 TTPGs that I went to, the conferences. So I've been able to get a bunch, which has been wonderful.
They are a beautiful species. We were just at Leone's earlier today and watching them and even in the cold, just swimming around. It's like, really, this is crazy. That was pretty cool. So that's a species I wish I could have. So small, spotted, pretty. They're an awesome species.
Yeah, they're super fun, super funny.
Is that your only water turtle? Or
no,
only aquatics?
Remy's japonica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have 3 of those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Brendan, do you keep any aquatics?
No, I had a spiny soft shell that is now at a friend's office, and then once it becomes spring, I think it's going to go to the reptile gardens with Dane, just because it's a female, and I'm like, I can't really keep a big soft shell turtle like that here in the winter indoors, and can't afford to build a big pond in the backyard. So tried to find other bigger plans for the turtle long term. So yeah, it's currently at a friend's office. He's an animal control officer for the county that we live in, and so it's kind of like a good educational thing for them, where I could teach them a little bit more about turtles. They have a turtle, they can care for it, so they can know like things to look for in terms of like animal cruelty, what kind of water parameters turtles need, care, lighting, that kind of a thing. Because most of them are just cat and dog people. So a turtle is like super foreign to them.
That's cool.
Do you ever get calls for reptiles, or is it just pretty much dog and cat?
They get some. I just started as an animal protection officer for a city in Boulder. We get a lot of snake calls.
Oh, really?
City, yeah, just because that's something that we do offer is just snake relocation. Some
Okay.
places don't, but Jeffco, they do that as well. And then I've helped them with some animal hoarding situations where
Oh,
they needed someone who knows a bit more about reptiles to come in and point out where there's like some problems going on. So I've done that a couple times for them.
that's got to
And
be a
that's
little kind of depressing.
Yeah, and it unfortunately it really starts out as like with good intentions.
Yeah.
A lot of these people are trying to be reptile rescues, and just within our state, there's not a lot of proper regulations defining cruelty to reptiles or that kind of thing because a lot of these officers they don't know anything about them. They're just in it for cats and dogs, and that's what they can identify and are comfortable with.
Yeah.
Versus me, I'm the total opposite. When I started working, I'm like, I can't tell you what dog breed that is. I can tell you it's a medium-sized dog, and it doesn't look very nice. That's about it.
now that's a new job for you, right, Brendan? You haven't been doing that very long.
Yeah, no, I've been at it for gosh, I think 9 months now.
That's awesome. That's such
Yeah.
a good job to get under your belt. That's very excited for you on that.
Oh, thank you. Definitely not what I thought I was gonna do. I was a temporary zookeeper at Denver Zoo briefly, and then before that, I worked as a field biologist. So I did a lot of stuff with rattlesnakes. I did some projects with turtles here in Colorado, specifically Western painted turtles. And then I also briefly worked for a guy who breeds Uromastyx here in Colorado. He's probably like the world's largest Uromastyx breeder. And I finally got him into tortoises. So now he's got 4 or 5 species of tortoises that he's working with now. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that, changing a lizard guy to a tortoise guy at least a little
Nice.
bit. He enjoys them.
That's how we start. We're turtle pushers, aren't we?
Exactly.
Here, have this one. Oh, next one you got to pay for.
And you've got your mastics, so they're already eating greens, so you can just kind of be like, yeah, you've already got the food for them. You may as well, yeah.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Is like there are so many similarities between them, and they were kind of out of his realm. He got a group of, Conyxus specci,
Oh,
and they were
nice.
long-term captives. And he got them from a guy that kind of was not doing well with the group, and he kind of split it. So he bought 10 animals from this guy, and then we sent a bunch to Cameron Lamb, and so I don't know. I think he still has a couple of them, and then we kept a trio, or no, I think it was a trio. It was either a 1.2 or a 1.3, and we kind of kept them because I was like, hey, I'm gonna quit if you get rid of these tortoises. One, cool, and they're adults and they need to be propagated. So I convinced him to keep them, and then after about like 2-ish years of really kind of getting them up to speed and establishing them a bit more, we got 12 eggs from them.
Nice.
But we only hatched 2, which is still progress. But it was a pretty fun little thing to try and work on at work and keep all my animals at home safe.
That was his. Was that the first tortoises he's ever hatched?
Yes. Yeah.
Very cool.
And that's kind of what really started the spiral of acquiring more tortoises and working with some other species for them. So that was pretty cool.
Now, Brendan, what are you working with at home? I know you guys don't live together yet. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got Egyptian tortoises. I have a couple spider tortoises. I got 2 radiateds. I have some Russian tortoises, some pancakes, 3-toed box turtles, and then some Spangler eye, 2 Spangler eye males.
Are you keeping the Russians outside year round?
Yeah, I'm keeping the Russians and the 3-toads outside year round. I know we talked about this before the chat went live, but yesterday it was like 65 degrees in Colorado. It's been a really dry winter here, like no precipitation. It's really abnormal, really warm. We've been getting in the 70s in February, which was just outrageous for it being winter. And they were up yesterday, and then today it's like in the 20s, snowing, and they all dug back down. And I just kind of let them do their thing. So
Very nice.
yeah.
And they're adult size now?
Yep. Yeah. They're kind of just a hodgepodge of Russian tortoises that I've acquired through like people trying to get rid of theirs on Craigslist, that kind of a thing. Since PetSmart and Petco are no longer offering them, and technically it's illegal for pet stores to sell them in Colorado, which has kind of been interesting. But
Is it just the Russians?
it's just the Russians, yeah, because they're worried about them potentially establishing here in Colorado, which they are now changing that as well to add the whole genus of red-eared sliders this spring because they revisited our laws. Unfortunately, turtles under 4 inches are still illegal, which is just ridiculous. But they are banning the whole genus of I don't even know the genus for red-eared sliders, but that whole genus of turtles is no longer going to be allowed to sell and or keep in Colorado.
But they're invasive already, correct?
Oh, yeah.
So I can't go grab that turtle and keep it, but I can't keep it either. So
Right. And then there's even some things that are saying that you can't euthanize that turtle either. So it's kind of like
So what do you do?
Exactly, like they're here to stay, unfortunately. But there's not much-
snake eating its own tail.
Right, yeah.
That's what it is. So that's too bad. Red-eared sliders are illegal in my state too, and they're everywhere. So I'm like, that just doesn't. Let me rephrase that. It's not illegal to own a red-eared slider. It is illegal to buy a red-eared slider, and I'm okay with that. We don't need any more there, but we have plenty there. Trust me. Like,
yeah.
Anyone want a red-eared slider? I'll go get them one. I promise.
Yeah, they're crazy here too.
Right.
But that being said, red-eared sliders. I'm sorry, my PSA announcement. They're great animals. You just have to give them the right environment. It's not the turtle's fault that you purchased it when it was this big and now it's like this big. It's not their fault. It's what they were supposed to do. So, kudos to you for growing it up and keeping it alive till it got that big, but it's your responsibility. I'm sorry. You took on the responsibility to do the right thing, find it the right home, or take care of it properly. So that's my opinion on that one. Sorry. It's not the red-eared slider's fault.
No.
No, for sure.
So you guys have gone to the conference, 3 times now? Taelyn twice, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I've done 3.
And do you like coming to what do you get out of the conference?
Oh, I love it. I think it's great. I've met some really awesome people who have the same passions as me, and it's just really fun to get to talk to people who actually understand. I try to talk to my friends at school and they're like, what do you mean you have 20 turtles? And I'm like, I have 20 turtles, and so it's really fun to meet people that understand and get it,
You guys were meant to find each other, weren't you?
I think so.
Yeah, it's wild. Colorado, before a lot of people have moved here, is a pretty small place. And when we first started dating, we found out that our moms went to school together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were in the same Girl Scout troop.
Yeah.
And then my uncle went to school with her dad. So it's just crazy small world stuff.
Really small circle.
Yeah. I got photos of his mom and my mom in the same Girl Scout troop. So
Did you guys have turtles before you met each other, or did that come after?
I had turtles. I still had snakes. I still do have my snakes, but I have snakes, some turtles. What else?
You had a chameleon at the time.
I did have a chameleon at the time. Those are not great pets living in Colorado when it's so dry.
Yeah.
I think I had some tiger salamanders as well.
Also a humidity loving.
Well, those are native here too, and
oh,
they're
really?
Yeah, we just put them in a bin full of dirt and moisten it with water and stuff, and they do pretty good. Actually, right now that it's snowing, I could go out to prairie dog towns and find them, which I've taken Taelyn to do that a couple times, but
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts that you can go out when it's snowing and find amphibians. That's kind of just crazy to me. because you took Anthony out on one of those trips too, didn't you?
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably one of like the best known spots in the state. We only got a couple that night, but I had friends that went out that same year and they pulled almost 100 tiger salamanders out of prairie dog
Wow.
burrows.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's nuts.
Yeah. Taylor's been there too. Not a big fan. She hasn't gone back since, but
I'm just afraid of the dark. That's why.
You don't like going head first into a prairie ground tunnel?
No, and then it's all muddy. It's not great.
I don't think I would want to do that either, to be honest with you. Just to be clear, it's not my
cold,
thing either.
it's muddy.
not everyone's into herping, which is fine.
You know what? It'd be the few times I have gone herping, unfortunately, have been a skunk. So I don't find it very enjoyable when you're out there for a really, really long time and like, oh, there's a frog. That's about all I saw. So yeah.
We got a couple snakes on the Florida trip when we went.
I only went 2 of the 3 times that you guys went out. On the third night, you probably saw stuff because when I went, oh no, we saw a couple snakes on the road. We definitely did. Yeah, that's true.
Because that was the same night we got pulled over by the cops and
Shh.
they didn't even turn on the lights.
I think we saw more herps while we were walking in downtown Orlando, just looking at the buildings, than we did actually out in the field. A lot of geckos, a lot of everything, but it was fun. It was just a long day, and by that time, you guys all stunk. I'm sorry. We were in a car way too long. Oh, look! Speaking of,
Hey.
Can you keep it down, please? We're trying to have conversations.
I
You're just yelling in the
keep
other
it
room.
down. I told you this was going to happen.
I can't hear anything, but I want you all to know that I love you. And I'm going to leave you now. And it hurts me that I'm not watching because I've
They're
got
not
other
saying
stuff
nice
going
things
on.
about you. I know you can't read lips.
I don't
but
care.
Yeah, they're not saying nice things about you.
I don't care. I love them that much that they can say mean things and I still love them.
We love you too.
Get out. It's so weird. So weird. Anyways, so let's get back to you guys and not him. He's got his own channel. Let him get back to that. Sorry. So have you guys bred anything in your area right now for turtles? I know you've done some snakes. We're not talking snakes yet. We can.
Well, I've gotten eggs from snakes, nothing hatched.
Okay.
I hatched and produced sulcata eggs one time because the breeding was not intentional, but I saw an opportunity to get some experience, and I took it. I only hatched 6 little baby sulcatas.
That's still pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that was amazing. And then my mom started getting attached to the babies, and I'm like, we have
Oh,
to
no.
not have babies. Like, my one female, she just has half the garage as her enclosure, and we have to insulate it, and it's a lot of work. But yeah, that was an interesting experience. But I haven't been able to hatch anything since. I've gotten eggs from my 3-toads, my 3-toed box turtles out in the backyard last year, but nothing. The eggs failed, so hopefully this is different.
If you break that code, please share it because, yeah,
So
I haven't figured that one out.
the next 2 Turtle Tea episodes that are coming out are 3-toed box turtles, care,
Oh,
and then
sweet.
breeding. Yeah, I got Cameron to sit down and talk to me, so he's got some great tips in there.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I don't find the species itself is as adults are easy, but yeah, I haven't had fun with eggs or even hatchlings at times. So they are challenging to me. It's very, very awesome species, beautiful, and I can't say enough nice things about them, but they are challenging for me. So
I didn't
And-
realize
and-
they could be so colorful and striking. The one that they have at Iguana Land is just amazing. And it was a female too. And she was just incredible.
oh, they can be stunning. Yeah, absolutely stunning in my opinion. Yeah, they're all North American box turtles are pretty. I think
Yeah.
like there's not one that isn't pretty, but I think the 3-toes may be the muddy stepsister of the ornate, but it's still an absolute beautiful turtle. So
I love the muted look of their shells. It's so beautiful.
definitely.
Yeah, I've seen some photos of ones in Kansas, and I actually found a three-toed box turtle with David Kelly, who's a TTPG member. Gosh, this was in 2023, the first wild one I had ever seen, and we think they might hybridize with ornates a little bit because we found this one individual, and it was a female, and she had a lot of like ornate-ish type pattern on the shell, which was pretty wild.
There must be a lot of intergrades. They have such
Yeah.
a overlap in territories. So, you know, when you live in a little area and you find a girlfriend, I think they're willing to make things work, even if they're
Close
not.
enough.
Yeah, exactly. Very much so. There's got to be a lot of intergrades out in the real world, like not just by people. Oh, I kept my X and X together. I think it happens on a
In the
normal
wild,
basis.
yeah.
So,
So, Taelyn, if I remember correctly, you're graduating this spring, right?
Yep.
How's that going?
It's going really well. I'm so excited to almost be done. But yeah,
And-
classes this semester have been easier. So
Remind me your major. I know it's biology. I can't remember exactly what it was. I know it was super fascinating.
yeah, it's a mouthful. It's quantitative biosciences and engineering. So it combines like biology, chemistry, and then computational data analysis principles. So a lot of different avenues that I could go with that.
Yeah, and I think when we talked, you said you had a possible job lined up for after graduation, or
Yeah, there's a pharmaceutical bio startup that does like third-party testing of like protein powders, like vitamin supplements, just to make sure that they're like pure compounds. So I'm gonna go work for them, just testing. Should be
that
super
sounds
fun.
awesome. I'm
Yeah.
excited for you that it's almost done. I know when you get to the end, you're just like, okay, I'm ready to be done with this. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to keep motivation to just keep going. So there's homework assignments.
push
that I'm
through.
doing, so
that's pretty awesome. Ready for your next chapter in life?
yep,
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Sick of the books.
100%. No more studying, no more homework.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go out and celebrate? Going anywhere special? No vacations for it?
No.
Just start work right away.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay. Now, Brendan, you're working with Egyptians.
Yep.
Very cool. And how is that group going for you? You have a pretty decent group over there, don't you?
Pretty male heavy group.
Seems like that's the world of Egyptians these days.
Yeah. It's been interesting.
Yeah.
This year I did pair my male from Ralph with two other females. I think I kind of paired them a little too late because I started pairing them after TTPG when I should have been introducing the male before that. So I haven't gotten any eggs. I'm just going to start doing more sporadic introductions throughout the year and just see what happens. Because the females are old enough, they're big enough. It's just a matter of when.
Did the male show interest?
Oh yeah, no, he was breeding. He was making the noises and stuff. I was so excited. And my parents were like, "What is going on?"
They sound like little mice.
It's kind of like a dove. I
Yeah.
think here.
Yeah. I can hear that. Yeah. It is a very interesting tiny pitch sound. And you're like, what is that? Yeah. 100%. Very cool. Very cool. So you've bred two of your females?
Yep, I introduced them to both, and so far nothing.
It's getting late in the season, but it's not completely over. So you never know. You
Yeah,
could still get eggs.
I hope so.
And you are also a member of CAP, correct?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, my little plug.
No, yeah.
Go for it.
And Wendy, didn't you just do a interview with someone with Cap?
That was like my third and fourth episode were with
Yeah.
Ralph. Yeah.
So very cool. So if anybody wanted to check out Turtle Tea with Wendy on the Egyptian tortoises, that's a double episode out there for people to get involved in. Just a little plug on that one too.
Thank you. So, Brendan, what spider tortoises do you have?
I have Pyxis arachnoides, just 2
Okay.
for now. But I'm looking to try and expand that group by 1 or 2 individuals every year for a little bit. Yeah, I know you've got 3 spider tortoises too, and they're
Gosh,
so cool.
I love them. Yeah, they're great. I'm not sure what mine are doing. 2 of them are sort of awake. They've unburied, but they're just sitting and staring and not doing anything. So I don't think they're fully awake yet, but we'll see. One of them's still completely buried.
That's one of mine has been like burying itself, and then the other one has just like remained active. So
Really?
okay, yeah, I keep putting in food and comes out and eats, and then the other one comes up every now and then, maybe once every 2 weeks or so.
Mine, end of October, all 3 of them buried themselves, and I didn't see them for a month or 2. And I wasn't supposed to, but I freaked out and unburied them just to make sure they were still alive. Give them a little soak, put them back. They reburied themselves. And when they've come up by themselves, I'll offer them food, but usually they're not interested. They've been picking at the plants that are in there. Like
Okay.
they'll wake up next to a leaf and then I'll see all the little bite marks out of it. But
God, to have such a young tortoise just shut itself down for such a period of time sounds so stressful to me. Like, I don't know. I mean, Wendy, I would have dug them up way more often. I'd be like, is it? I'm sorry. That would be freaking me out. I don't know.
so they've at least got a year on them because they weren't like last year's baby. And I'm trusting Ralph, and he's like, leave them alone. I'm like, I'm trying. I'm really, really trying.
It's still like this big. They're tiny. I'd be like, oh, but you did the right thing. You listened to Ralph.
Yep.
I just would be stressing myself out.
Yeah, and when I did check on them, they were fine. And they soaked, they drank, they went back to sleep. So I figured after that, I'm going to trust in the process and let them do their thing.
There you go. The right way to do it.
Yeah.
Follow,
They're awesome. When they're active, they're really active. They eat tons. They're kind of running around. And then you save on food for 5 months a year.
for a species that's this big that eats like a piece of lettuce and a mushroom a week when they are awake.
The 3 of them eat a big pile every day of greens.
Really?
They can put away some food, man. Like seriously.
When Anthony goes away, I have the privilege of taking care of his guys, and I just love feeding them mushrooms. I don't know what it is about it, just to see how excited they are about it. And it's like none of my guys at home like mushrooms. I just got Connexus, and they'll eat them, but I can't say they're like out of crazy like wanting them. Mm-hmm. Watching his spider tortoises are like, oh, that's a mushroom. Let's get up for that. So. I think it's just so cool.
Mushrooms and papaya are definitely their favorite.
Oh, I'll have to bring papaya with me. Anthony doesn't have that stuff at his house. I have to bring it with me. That's cool. I didn't know that. All right. I can do that.
So are there any species, other than adding more spiders, which I'm with you on that, anything else that you're looking to pick up or get into?
In terms of other species, I'm pretty set with what I got. Maybe adding a couple more individuals for the other species that I have. Just because, like, trying to figure out a way. Maybe Mark will produce some female Egyptians this year, and we can
I haven't even got an egg this year, so I wish. I wish. I am like, what the hell did I do wrong this year? So I last 2 years might have been a fluke because this year I am 0.
Oh wow.
So not doing great this year. Hopefully they come around, but like I said to you, maybe it's not over. Maybe something will happen. I said the same thing to Anthony on our drive today. It's like maybe there's hope for both of us because he didn't get any this year either. So
Oh,
It's been a
really?
weird year too, so I wonder if stuff's like holding out on us just because.
Yeah.
Like here it's been dry. You guys have been getting hammered with snow, even down
Horrible.
in Florida.
yeah,
And we're like severe drought. Like this is the worst drought. We have fires popping up left and right in the winter. So
So
Yeah,
oddly,
crazy.
we're in the same boat. The whole state of Florida is in a massive, massive drought, and wildfires popping up, and every single plant that I had in tortoise pens outside died. I have like 40 hibiscus that I'm going to have to rip up and replace because we had just extreme cold along with the drought. The plants just can't recover from.
sorry. I've gotten Taylor's always been into plants, but I've gotten some like hardy hibiscus that come up every year and they die back in the fall. So I'm hoping I've been trying to water those, hoping they come back this spring.
they're pretty resilient as long as they get the water in the spring. They usually bounce back. So
So
Hardy
we're gonna switch to some hardy hibiscus. Ours were all tropical because the tropical live year round normally down here,
Oh gosh.
but not this year.
tropical hibiscus can handle a lot of water too, so you can actually grow those in ponds. A lot of ponds up here sell hardy hibiscus to sit in the water. So
Oh, really?
yeah, they'll grow aquatic, which is nice. So will a banana plant, which is weird to see a banana grow out of water, but it can.
Yeah. Cannas will too.
Yeah, yep.
We
they're
actually made
pretty.
the mistake of putting a canna in our floating island, and it got so big and so heavy that it sunk the island, and then we had to like have 2 of us pull it. It was like 25 pounds of canna.
Yeah, and the it's not a bulb, whatever the tubers just get so huge on that thing. Yeah, very, very much so. Hey, Brendan, I think I know a story. One of your Russians has an interesting story, doesn't he?
Oh, that one's living at David Kelly's place, but
Oh, okay.
I'm getting her back this spring. She was just kind of found. Well, I found her in a state park, not too far away from my house, just kind of trucking around on a trail, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Like, I'm like, there was no box turtles in this area or anything. Like, what is this thing on the trail? And it was this female Russian tortoise that had been surviving in the state park in Colorado for who knows how long. And then I brought her home. I have a corner of my yard sectioned off for her when I had her. And she just kind of lived out there. She spent, the winter that we had 2.5 weeks of below 0 temperature. I think it was like minus 20 or something like that. And she woke up in the spring just fine and was ready to go. So they're pretty amazing animals that can really tolerate the conditions and weather out here, which has just been really cool to like live somewhere so cold, but still be able to like keep stuff outside and kind of get to experience that with some of the species that like people down in Florida or Arizona get to do with most of their animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to set it and forget it kind of thing if you give them all the right environments, and that's Russians can do it if you do the right things for them. Are you normally dry, like in the winter?
No, usually we have snow from like December until end of March, maybe mid-April.
Yeah.
March is our snowiest month of the year, and it's been Well, we're finally getting some precipitation right now. It just started, but February, I don't think we even got a snowstorm, which was just extremely, extremely crazy.
But
So
it's been
does that mean summer's going to be really bad for you? I have a friend in Netherlands, and I know he said if they don't get that snowpack, that the wildfires in the summer are just horrible. Is it the same for you guys?
It can be pretty hit or miss depending on, because like sometimes, like there was one year we just got hammered with rain throughout April and May and into June, and it was really cold. And then we didn't have very much rain after that, but fire danger was low. When the Marshall Fire happened, that was a really dry winter, and then we had a really wet spring. Sometimes we have really big snowpack winters, and sometimes we have a wet spring. It's such a toss up here. We don't really know.
do all your what species do you move out in the summer?
I move out my leopard and my sulcata, and then Taelyn's leopards come over too, and they come out into the backyard for pretty much the whole summer. I don't have to mow the backyard or anything because I actually have grass for now. Knock on wood. And then I also get my radiateds outside. I've sectioned off a little area for them as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Michael wants to know, Taelyn, what was your first turtle or tortoise, and how did you land on that?
My first turtle was my Muremys japonica. His name is Nugget. He was the one-eyed turtle in the YouTube video that I did with Anthony. And Brendan was actually the turtle pusher that he was like, oh, I found this turtle off of Craigslist, like you need it. I think we need to go get it for you. He was like, I'll try. Like, let's go get it. So that was the first one, and I just fell in love with him because he was super cute. I had him on my dresser, and so he'd always like follow me around the room and stuff.
Oh,
He was adorable.
You also really wanted that turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
I just helped encourage the process.
Yep.
so I think a lot of us, Mark, who complain about turtle pushers, it's not really a terrible thing. You're like, oh yeah, twist my arm.
Yep.
We're a bad influence on each other in a good way. In a
Yeah.
good way. Yeah. In a respectful way. It's like this might be a good one for you. I agree.
Yeah.
You did the right thing. Look where you are now. You have 20 of them from one. Not a bad when did you get that one? Now I gotta ask. How long did it take for you to go from 1 to 20?
No, I think that was when we first started dating, right?
Yeah, so
that
like
first year.
5-ish years.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah. It's limited space, and my mom's not very happy about, when they started taking over the living room. She was like, whoa, put a pause on some of that. So, but now that I live in the basement, I can have the whole basement. So
She might see this interview, just so you know. So I would be careful how you word that.
she knows.
So just tell her it could be worse. When I was in college, my boyfriend at the time got into tarantulas. So I came home from college with like a dozen tarantulas that were all in my room. So tell her it could be worse.
That's how I get her. I'm like, oh, but look at how cute it is. Like, it's so small. Just look at its little face.
Cameron Lamb says hi and definitely pushes out the turtle pusher. So, we are amongst very much friends here for sure.
Yes.
Taelyn actually got her second and third turtle tortoises from Cameron. She got 2 leopard tortoises, right?
Yep. 2 babies.
You guys don't have hemotoni yet. Sorry, you said you're not getting any more, so never mind.
No Hamiltoni. There's one guy in the state. He's like the Colorado Turtle Nerds on YouTube. Those 2 guys. They have one. They have one Hamiltoni. That's the only one I know in the state. But
So I just saw one in Iguana Land. I did not know they get like massively big. They get huge.
Yeah.
And they're so cute when they're tiny. And I was like, oh my God, that's massive.
Yeah. They're, they're beautiful turtles.
They are.
They are.
yeah.
They are. And the babies, they're jagged, they're cool looking. They're like and spotted, it's just a cool turtle. But way too big.
Yeah.
Way too big. Anthony's got a couple of those too. And I'm like, oh, they're pretty. I can visit. That's all I need to do. They're not for me. I like the little guys. So
Same.
but
Mostly.
mostly, except my sulcata and my leopards that are outgrowing everything.
Yeah.
Now the leopards are males and females?
We have 5 females.
Oh, math is not going to work out in that one.
No.
For some reason, a lot of people here in Colorado have female leopard tortoises. There's really like no one that has male leopard tortoises here, which is odd. There's a couple of people that produce them that have like one male leopard tortoise, but everyone else has females.
Are your leopards adults? I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I saw yours. They were good size.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like adult, sub-adult, and then Taelyn's got some other little guys that are getting there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just need to reach out to that turtle pusher and be like,
Yeah.
keep an eye out for a male for us.
Anyone's got one.
Thinking, do I know somebody? They'll be in good home if we get them to you. That's the important part of it. So, yeah,
Yeah, they're in some big enclosures.
big is good, especially if you got a bunch of big tortoises. So, I was telling Anthony today that my marginateds they've gotten very, very big, and I've been housing them with the Eastern Hermans, and I'm like, I don't know if I can fit all of them in the same enclosure this year. So I'm either building another enclosure or got to figure something out. So yeah,
Those
I
ones
gotta-
are really cool.
huh?
Marginateds are really cool.
They are. They're as big as I really should have gone. Like I should have probably stuck with the Eastern Hermans. They're big. I mean, my female, she is fat. Chris Richards got her from me, and she is fat. Like this is a monster of an animal, and they eat and they poop a lot. So I had to keep her awake for the last 2 winters, and I'm like, oh, it's like, all right, time to clean the enclosure. They're not fun indoors. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't really have a problem with the rest of my animals, but the marginators, I'm like, God.
I'm to the point where my juvenile yellowfoots and redfoots are getting some good size, and having them in indoor cages, I mean, it's a lot of poop. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're back in the 80s because everybody's going outside. Everyone's
Nice.
going to be out. Everyone but the spiders. I've got to make a new enclosure for the Burmese stars this weekend, I think, just to get everyone outside in the sun.
Try not to trip over it.
Yeah, I have 2 bones broken in my foot and a
Oh my
sprained
God, I
ankle.
was making a joke. I didn't realize you broke your foot.
Oh, you didn't hear that?
No.
I was carrying a Burmese star in each hand, and I tripped over my electric fence, and I didn't want to drop or crush the tortoises, so I stumble stepped and fell into a trash can, but kept the tortoises. And I broke my toe and broke a bone in my foot and sprained my ankle.
Oh, it's not as funny. It's not as funny now. It's not funny at all.
It's still funny. Oh, and the best part is I did it right in front of one of our security cameras, so I've got it on video.
That's the only reason I knew about it was I saw the video. I was like, oh God. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so
You
I'm
did
in a boot.
very good balancing act with the turtles, though. They did very well.
So I'm trying not to break anything else. That would be nice.
That's crazy. Are your sorry, I know this is not about you, but are your mud turtles outside your Pelusia? Right.
So their pond is like a 300-gallon raised with a liner kit, and it is just disgusting. It's full of sludge and scum. So we need to drain that whole thing, get the goldfish out of there. I don't know if our sump pump thing is going to do it, but we're going to try. We need to get that good and clean. And then usually they go out mid-April. I think they could probably tolerate colder, but I don't like their water temperature to go much below 70. So,
Okay.
and once they go outside, the snake necks are going to move from a 40 to a 75 inside.
How are they
'Cause they're-
doing?
Oh my God, they grow so fast.
And good
they're-
personalities.
Yeah, they're crazy. I can hear them all day long flipping in there, trying to swim up out of the tank.
It's a cool species.
Yeah.
I'm not getting them, but I think they're a really great species. Like, I don't need that one. I don't.
Yeah, they're crazy.
They look fun.
I mean, when I take, I have these little shot glasses that I put bloodworms in, and then I just kind of pour in piles for them, and they are jumping out of the water trying to grab. They're convinced that they're starving all the time. Oh, we lost Mark. He got too excited about snake necks and just disappeared. All right. Well, while we're waiting for him to come back, there we go.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Trying to comment in the comment window and something happened. So I just said it out loud instead of trying to type.
I thought you just got so excited about the snake necks, you just disappeared.
They are exciting. They really are. So I went to Portugal last summer. Yeah, it was last summer we went to Portugal, and their zoo has this giant pond in the middle of their reptile area, and it's full of Logicolis, and they are just coming out of the water to greet people. I'm like, they're just look like little dinosaurs. It's just crazy how that neck is just massively long on them. It's a fun species to watch for sure. And the way their eyes are just yeah, I get it. I really, really get it. I get why you picked that species. It is a cool looking species. Very, very cool.
All right, we got a question. As young turtle keepers, what advice would you guys give to new keepers who are looking to get their first turtle?
You go first.
No, you go first. You go first. I don't have anything.
I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. I was fighting my whole life to convince my parents to let me get my first turtle or tortoise because I had always liked them. I really love turtles and tortoises, and my mom was like, "No, turtles stink. They're smelly and the water's gross." I'm like, "But we have fish tanks," and I finally convinced them to let me get a tortoise, and I got a sulcata. They didn't really know what it was. I knew what it was, but I saw my opportunity to actually get what I wanted, get a tortoise, because I had bearded dragons before, and I love her. She's an amazing animal, but I think it really depends on what you want to do. If you want an animal as a pet, or just a pet, or you want to make it a little bit of a bigger thing and have a group, or really work with a species, kind of pick something you're really interested in, or something that's a little different, because you can learn a lot. There's a lot of different species out there that some people deem are good for beginners. I think Russian tortoises are a great animal depending on where you live, because they're so hardy and stuff. So I don't know. It really just depends on what you're looking for and what you want to get into and do, because pet wise, every animal has a great personality, and that varies greatly. We all have our individual animals that definitely stick out more than others in terms of personality. So I don't really think you can go wrong. Just know like what you're looking for in terms of like limits. Don't get a sulcata, you know. If you live up north where it's cold or something like that, maybe spend the extra time and money and effort looking into getting something that's maybe a little smaller, more manageable, like a Spangler eye or something like that, because those are becoming a little more widely available ish. But spending the extra time and money like that's a really rewarding animal that's small that you can give really high quality care to for like its whole life. So that it just really depends on kind of what you're looking for, I think. But what are your thoughts, Taelyn?
I think that doing research is like really important, just to research your species, right? How big it's going to be. Is it going to fit where you live? Because like here in Colorado, obviously we can't keep many big species that like need to be outside all the time. So space was a big factor, trying to find like turtles that stay smaller and tortoises that stay smaller. So I think really looking into the species is really important. But also like as I kind of went along my little turtle journey, I found some that I was like, oh my God, that's super cute, or like that's a super cool species, and I really want it. So that was kind of a factor too. That like the spotted turtles, I thought they were so cool, and I did research on them, and I really wanted them, and now I have them, and it's great and so exciting. So yeah, kind of follow your heart in that direction too.
I think that's really good advice. You definitely want to consider where you live. I mean, like Russians are perfect for you guys, and leopards in the summer, I'm sure they're great outside. And you got to consider if you live somewhere super, super humid like I do, it's not the best for arid species. So I think that's great advice. And sometimes you even if it's not the best fit, you got to follow your heart. And if it means that much to you, you'll make it work.
Yeah, planning can make all the difference for your success. So if you want a giant tortoise in Connecticut, you can make that work if you do it correctly. And if you have a limited apartment space, then there is a species that will work for you. Just live in your limitations and do your research. And but following your heart does help. So,
Well, like depending on like what you're looking for too, because if you want something that's gonna, I guess in Colorado, our winter is roughly 6 months long. You want an animal that you don't have to worry about in the winter. Look for stuff that can live outside all year, that kind of a thing too. Because I find a lot of joy in that. Like all I do is throw in food. I don't have to worry about anything else for those animals. I just throw in food, and then when the leaves fall in the fall, I put them in there and they're good to go. Really low maintenance, really rewarding animals to just watch and kind of do their own natural behaviors. So
it is really cool to just watch them eat vegetables, like just go after romaine, and everything else that you give them is just, I love watching them eat. I'm sorry, just the way they miss their bites and they keep going after it. And I don't know, feeding tortoises is so much fun. I think it's just one of the funnest things to do. So aquatic turtles, they have great personalities, and you get puppy dogs 100%, but just to watch the awkwardness of a tortoise eating is just amazing. And that's what it is. They're awkward. They're
Yeah, and they're slow and they're deliberate, and there's just something zen about walking around and feeding all your tortoises and watching them eat and hearing them crunch on stuff. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
tortoises are like animals that were invited to a dinner party for the very first time, and there's 2 forks. They don't know what to do. It's just fun watching tortoises. I definitely think tortoises are definitely easier than most water turtles, but there's the Spangler eye is definitely a choice if you want something that you can really accommodate for your whole life and that animal's life. It's definitely a species that's worth looking at. I agree with that. Russians are great. Captive bred Russians are even better. They are freaking fun. They have personalities. They're, well, even the old wild caught Russians really do build their personality and are very interactive and stuff like that. But God, watching my baby Russians is so much fun. And they get fat, they get big fast. I'm with the Russians. I'm with the Spotteds. I'm with the Spangler Eye. I'm all of it. But they're all great animals. It's just finding the right animal for you.
Hmm.
So Phil asked, what are your dreams turtle-wise for the long term? And we also had a question from Cameron. What turtle tortoise project are you most excited about? We're going to put you on the spot.
They're
What was the
serious.
first one?
My dream turtle wise is to grow some of my groups a bit more, kind of get a little bit more genetic diversity, get everyone to a good size, and just make sure that like everyone has a lot of space. Um, like that's one of my big things is I love my Egyptians. Like in the morning, they're all amped up, trucking around their enclosure, and I try to make sure that they have a lot of space so that they can um, move around and have enough space to move around. I'm working on trying to find more ways to add more enrichment to the enclosure, like different hides or different kind of structures in the enclosures. I kind of kept them a little bare because I work a lot and someone isn't always home to like check on someone if they flip over. So that's why I've kind of kept things a little more sparse, and I really want to change that because it drives me nuts, and I want to give them more enrichment. But as far as like the the tortoise project that I'm most excited for is just my Egyptians because I've put a lot of work and time into those animals, and the fact that like the females they're finally up to a good size and weight that I'll hopefully be getting some eggs either soon, either this year or next. Is just really exciting because that's always been like my favorite dream species to work with that I saw at Denver Zoo as a little kid and all that. So that's what I'm really excited for. But I know Taylor's she's got a lot of fun projects coming up.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to possibly breed my Remy's japonica. I finally got like 2 females that hopefully I can pair them and see how that goes. And then the spotted turtles seem to be pretty decent size already that I could possibly breed those. And my redfoots, they have been trying to breed. I can keep it constantly every morning. So hopefully some eggs there will be great too. Because I really want little redfoot babies. I miss when they were little, all small. Now they're all big.
Yeah.
Some babies,
They're so adorable as babies. They're like little golf balls.
Yeah. But like with graduating and everything, I'm really excited to also like hopefully move somewhere that then I can give them like bigger spaces, better enclosures. So yeah.
It's expensive to live in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to move to Arizona. I don't know if Taylor necessarily wants to yet.
Way to put her on the spot.
Yeah,
God.
a collective decision that hasn't been made yet. But I think the consensus is we want to move somewhere warmer where we can keep more of our animals outside longer or year round, something like that. Because just going to TTPG and seeing everyone's place, like Cameron's and Jason and Tara's place, Andy's place, like it's just amazing. It's like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a kid, I wish I had this group as a kid, getting to see all these different places, get all these different ideas. It's pretty amazing. And I really like missed that as a kid. Like I really wanted to have friends that were into the same stuff as me because we were both kind of the oddballs, we met volunteering at Denver Zoo and stuff. So it's really cool to at least find it later in life, even though we're not that old or anything, but I still would have loved to have had that like when I was younger. And it's just such a cool group and everything. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts, but we still have so much time to figure stuff out. I don't know.
Finding this network has been amazing, I think,
Yeah.
for everybody on this chat, for sure.
Absolutely.
It's just the people, I came for the turtles, but the people are making it even better. So it's definitely a community worth getting to know and taking what you can from it. And I said that wrong, not taking what you can from it, learning what you can from that. It's a great community, and I get it. And I think in Arizona, you're in great company with amazing tortoise and turtle keepers out there. So I get the draw. I do.
Yeah, but you have time. You have time to make decisions and think about what you're doing, where you're going.
And make mistakes and make another decision. So
Yeah.
It's also cheaper there than here. So
Well, I kind of need to have a job.
yeah, money's tight.
So that was a huge draw for Florida for us too, because the DC area is insanely expensive. And, we had a house, but we had a tiny, I think the lot was 6,000 feet. So, kind of stacked up on the house behind us. And then we moved down here and we're like, whoa, you can actually have space and actually have animals outside, which was a huge draw.
I'm all for going south. If Sean's listening, I'm ready to move south. We won't go to Arizona, but we can go a little south. So I
Sick
get
of those
that.
winters.
Oh my God, I am done. If I could pick up tomorrow and convince him, I would. It's just not happening. So one day.
You just need a winter house in Flagstaff, Arizona, and then you have your normal house. So he can go spend the winter in Flagstaff, and you can still have.
I would never go home. We would never, ever. I would never go back to Connecticut. I would not. I just wouldn't do it. No way. Go home for Christmas. See my mom. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Good. Nope. Not for me.
Cameron had a point that there's something to be proud about when you raise your animals up from babies. And this is something that he and I talked about when we were just recording, is that when you get a group of animals as adults, you don't know them nearly as well. And it's absolutely a feeling, I think, of just accomplishment when you can take an animal from a little tiny, tiny baby and raise them up to the point where they're having babies themselves.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, I've hatched a few eggs. None of the stuff I have raised up from an egg has become size that I can breed. So yeah, I'd be proud of yourself, Taelyn, and that's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, that's huge.
Well, thank you.
Very accomplishment, because it was just more economical for me. All right, I can afford the adult pair. I shouldn't have, but it would have been more fun and more well, you did it with the Egyptians, Brendan. You grew those up from, they were the size of a quarter when you got them, right? Pretty close.
Probably a little bigger than that, but yeah.
So, and even to get them to 300 grams is still a period of time. That's not overnight, even at their size.
Yeah.
That's a huge accomplishment. I can't.
Yeah, it is.
I have never done it. So
And it's a long game, right?
Yeah.
I have turtles I've had from a hatchling that are definitely adult size, but not something that I've ever, I'm not breeding a fly river, but I've had it for 22 years. So, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is really rewarding to be able to watch them grow. Like my leopard tortoises, I've had them all since they were all babies. So, and now they're all huge. And even putting them outside, I'm like, oh my God, my children, I don't want anything to happen to them and stuff. So I brought them over to Brendan's house this summer. And I was like, are they okay? You're checking on them, right? Because it's my children. I don't want anything to happen. But
you didn't put a camera on them?
I have cameras
he
in the
has
backyard,
cameras, but I don't have access to them.
My family has dogs.
Yeah,
Taelyn has
I
dogs,
just got
so
a new
she can't
dog
let
and
them
he
out.
sucks. So he gets into everything. Every fence we've put up, he just bulldozes. So
Yeah.
I haven't been able to keep him away from the tortoises, but
So
Time that might work with time. My dog never ever cared about the turtles or tortoises. So
but Taelyn's got a big dog.
mine's
He's like a
very
yellow
interesting.
lab.
Yeah,
right?
he's a white lab.
White lab.
So things fit in his mouth very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't like tried to bite any of them, but I'm just worried what will happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he might step on or like trample, flip him over, that kind of thing. But yeah.
Yep. Definitely
All right,
something
well-
we have to take into consideration.
Yep.
We're over the hour. I want to touch on a couple of housekeeping things real quick. For everyone, start thinking about Batager articles. If you have an idea for something, reach out to us and we can talk about getting something written. I know it's early, but the deadlines on that kind of sneak up pretty quickly. Also, we opened up video submissions for the TTPG YouTube channel. Doesn't have to be anything scripted, fancy. We're just looking for not portrait, landscape, a tour of your setups, a specific species you really like, just tortoises eating, stuff like that. We're trying to get good care information out there on YouTube. So there's a pinned post on the TTPG Facebook group if you want more information on that. Also, latest Turtle Tea episode that was released was bog turtle breeding. And then, look at my calendar, on the 16th, we've got three-toed box turtles. And then our first episode in April is also going to be three-toed box turtles. Thank you, Cameron.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Wendy. That's amazing. A lot of stuff happening at the TTPG, apparently.
Yeah. And we've got International Turtle and Tortoise Week coming up in, I think, mid-April. I think it's like the third week in April. So lots of stuff going on.
There you go.
And, okay, week of Earth Day. Michael, you can let me know if I missed anything. I think I hit on everything. Okay, thumbs up.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Oh, are we closing out? Is there anything else you guys wanted to leave us with, or are we good?
Oh, we've got nothing but time, so I think Mark's getting a little tired. He got cranky on the Florida trip. He won't admit it, but he wants to sleep.
I'll admit it. 100% I'll admit it. 100%. I was so glad to get to Daytona and have my own hotel room. Let me just say that. Yes, I'll admit it. Beautiful trip. Amazing. I will do it again. But yeah, I liked having my own hotel room. It was nice. The worst part of that trip, there was one day that we stayed in this house. It was massive. It was so many rooms. It was crazy. But there were a lot of us. So we assumed all the bedrooms were taken. And so people had to pair up. There were a couple people that had to share a sofa, a bed, whatever, right? We got up the next morning and there were 2 bedrooms that no one slept in because no one knew that they weren't claimed. I'm like, you're kidding me. So it was a fun trip though. It really was. I can't say there was anything crazy I wouldn't do on that trip again. It was worth doing. So definitely looking forward to doing another one someday.
Yeah.
Maybe in a different state.
The gopher tortoises. I was pretty bummed we didn't do that, but everything else was a cool trip.
Yeah.
I got a great place in Jacksonville if you ever want to see gopher tortoises.
I will definitely take you up on that.
It's a trail called Gopher Tortoise Ridge, and there's probably 30 burrows up there. So we go out there every couple of months just to see all of them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I want to try and check off every North American species of tortoise native to the U.S. sooner than later. I only have the Sonoran Desert tortoise, but yeah, trying to get a couple others. Yeah, I know there's not one, but I was hoping on the Florida trip we would have gotten the gopher.
Yeah.
The only wild gopher I ever saw was on a sidewalk. We were going to some beach and it was just sitting on a sidewalk, and I was absolutely amazed by it. I'm like, oh my God, look at the size of this thing. I mean, it wasn't that big, but it was pretty impressive. So
We had one in our driveway once,
Wow,
That's
which
cool.
is pretty awesome. My husband was backing the car out. I don't remember where we were going, but I jumped out of the car and spent 4 hours following it around.
That's awesome.
family vacation can wait. I found a
Yeah, it
tortoise.
was like, get out of here. I'm following this tortoise.
That's awesome.
So,
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah.
And if you want to hang out for a little bit when we go offline, that'd be great.
okay.
And for
Sounds good.
everyone in the audience, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Good night.